This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of MSPN Digital Television.
To the broadcast booth for the pregame show on MSPN Digital Television.
All right, welcome back to day 2 of the 2025 Dakota Classic Baseball Tournament, and it is the first game of 4 today, and the Stars will partake in games 1 and 2 of those 4 games. They will take on the host team, Brandon Valley Lynx. Brandon Valley, they won the South Dakota State Championship on the high school level. So we'll see. This will be, we kind of preluded to it a couple days ago when the Stars took on Mandan. That game against Mandan would be the first test to see where the Stars are at. This game here against Brandon Valley could be the second test. We'll tell you more when the pregame show starts in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information, or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. Welcome back. Once again, day 2 of the 2025 Dakota Classic Baseball Tournament. 48 teams, 8 pools, 6 teams per pool, and 4 games yesterday and the first of 4 games today. The Stars start things off here with Brandon Valley Lynx, and then the 1 p.m. game on a different watch link will have their game against Shakopee Post 2. In the final 2 games today that we will not be broadcasting, at 3:30 it'll be Aberdeen versus North Winnipeg, and then 6 p.m. Brandon Valley versus North Winnipeg, and that'll wrap up day 2 of pool play here at the 2025 Dakota Classic Baseball Tournament. Once again, you can find us online on YouTube and X. You get the broadcast schedule pinned to the top of our X account. If you missed Gus Pankrat's home run yesterday, you can find that on our X as well. And the upcoming schedule will skip since that's blocked on this. The Google Docs is apparently blocked by the internet here, so we will not pull up the schedule, but we will go to the team breakdown. So this is based upon overall record and then based upon what they've done in the 2025 Dakota Classic Baseball Tournament. So overall, Brandon Valley's 8-5 on the season, and the Stars are 6-1. Both teams are 1-0 here in the after the first day of pool play. So they're both tied. I'm not sure what the tiebreakers are. It's possible that the Stars are alone at first, but it would only be by one run if the tiebreaker is what I think it is. So yesterday the Stars blanked North Winnipeg 14-0. Brandon Valley got a 4-1 win yesterday over, I believe it was Shakopee that they played. I'll have to double check that to be sure. But whoever they played, they got a 4-1 win. So both teams are on a one-game win streak, and ignore the L there on the right side, and both teams are 1-0 in the tournament. So once again, that's how we'll break this down for these particular broadcasts. Not the normal stats that we bring to you, but that will be how we do it this time around. So we'll take another timeout, and we'll be back with more of the pregame show. Got the starting lineups for you just ahead as well. First pitch scheduled for 10:30. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Mandy's of Fargo, ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo, ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
All right, welcome back. Correction on the earlier stat there. I forgot that they played a game. They played two games yesterday. So in the first game, Brandon Valley lost to Shakopee, and then they beat Aberdeen 4-1 in the second game. So they're 1-1 in the tournament. While the Stars have only played one game. This is their second game of the tournament. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. So. Let's go over the starting lineups here for these two teams. Once again, we're about 10 minutes away from the first pitch. And as we take a look at the lineup, we'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard. Since Brandon Valley is the host team, that automatically slots the Stars into the visiting part of the scoreboard with no coin flip needed. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3, Matt Bryant, Kay Mathiasen, Caleb Christensen. Second, center, and short. Middle of the order is the first baseman, Gus Wiermeyer, right fielder, Gus Pankratz, and the catcher, Malachi Wiermeyer. Bottom of the order is designated hitter, Caden Newar, third baseman, Ashton Renas, and left fielder, Gunnar Majerus. The starting pitcher will be Ethan Dahl. The reserves for the Stars, Jace Burns, Kobe Hansen, hopefully returning in about a month after his injury heals up. He does come in courtesy run on occasion, but Gavin Driscoll, Caleb Blanchette, Joe Gould, Colson Sen, Alex Christopherson, Hudson Stein, Josh Tandesky, Gavin Keller, and Braden Olson. Yep, there's a lot of reserves. There's some depth on that bench there for the Stars, no doubt about it. All right, for Brandon Valley Lynx, we saw them a couple times last year here on MSPN, so some of these names are familiar. Most of them are, actually, but we'll see how they fare off today. They top of the lineup at 1, 2, 3. Second baseman, number 13, Braden Knutson. Center fielder, number 3, Jack. I forgot to ask for name pronunciations. I'll do that when we go to our next commercial break. The starting pitcher here. Matter of fact, we'll go to a commercial break, and then we'll come back and be right back with the rest of those starting lineups.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
All right. Sorry for the split in the starting lineups there. No, we don't usually do it that way, but when I looked and I was like, oh, there's more than one on here I'm not sure on. So now let's try again here. For Brandon Valley, the batting lineup looks like this. Batters 1, 2, and 3 will be the second baseman, number 13, Braden Knutson. The center fielder, number 3, Jack Blomgren. The starting pitcher, Brighton Stroh. The 4, 5, and 6 batters will be the first baseman, number 2, Max Peters. The shortstop, number 5, Rylan Carroll. And the right fielder, number 21, Cooper Ness. Bottom of the order at 7, 8, 9, the designated hitter batting in place of the left fielder. It will be number 15, Luke Smart. The eighth batter will be the third baseman, number 19, Will Van Leeuwer. And then the catcher batting ninth, number 1, Christopher Joseph. And then playing left field and not batting is Jake Halseth. The reserves for Brandon Valley include Ryder Mueller, Mason Vell, Luke Felderin, and Tristan Culp. So a little bit less on the reserve side over there, but that just means it's less names I have to talk about. So that's good because my memory bank can only hold so much information here at one time. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more here. Once again, we're about 5-6 minutes away from the opening ceremonies here of day 2 of the 2025 Dakota Classic Baseball Tournament, and we'll be back with more in just a little bit. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Welcome back. Partly cloudy. Oh, no, I'll make that cloudy. Yeah, I'd say partly cloudy is more accurate. 65 degrees right now here. Looks like the chance of thunderstorms forecasted yesterday has gone away, unless you consider 2 a.m. tonight as still part of today, which I won't, and obviously we won't be playing at that time, but should have sunny skies throughout the clouds will dissipate. We'll see some sunshine starting at about 11:45 a.m. Wind gusts right around 6 miles an hour, so not too bad there. And there's still that 50% chance of storms tomorrow, but we'll see how the forecast updates as we go throughout the day, and we'll worry about tomorrow a little bit later tonight. So should be a good day for baseball for all 4 games today here at day 2 of pool play of the 2025 Dakota Classic Baseball Tournament. Once again, it is 48 teams split up into 8 pools, 6 teams per pool. And there was 4 games yesterday, and there's 4 games today. The Stars in Brandon Valley and the Stars in Shakopee will be the first 2 games. And then Aberdeen will take on the North Winnipeg Pirates, and Brandon Valley will have the nightcap at close to 6 p.m., give or take a few minutes, against North Winnipeg as well. We saw North Winnipeg yesterday. The Stars took care of business in that game, including a left center field home run from Gus Pankratz to start the scoring at 1-0, and after that home run, the Stars never looked back as they moved forward to a 14-0 victory on 18 hits and 2 Winnipeg errors. in 5 innings yesterday over the Pirates from North Winnipeg. On Sunday, there will be the 1 versus 8, the 2 versus 7 matchup in the upper half of the bracket, and then the lower half of the bracket will be the 3 seed and the 6 seed, and then the 4 seed taking on the 5 seed in the quarterfinals. And all 4 of those games have 5 p.m. start times at a different field. It's the Sanford field. The winners of 1-8 and 2-7 will play each other Monday at 9 a.m. The winners of 3-6 and 4-5 will play each other at Monday at 9 a.m. in the semifinals. And then the winners of those 2 matchups will play Monday at 12 noon for the 2025 Dakota Classic Baseball Championship game. So depending on how the Stars do here in pool play, we may or may not have some additional games for you on Sunday. We'll have 1 game for sure, and that'll be a 1 p.m. start approximately, maybe 1:15, when the Stars take on Aberdeen in the final game of pool play, and that's tomorrow at 1 o'clock once again. All right, so as they go over the starting lineups, that wraps up our pregame show. Let's go ahead and take one more break, and then when we come back, we'll have the first pitch and more right after this. Stay tuned.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
All right. Welcome back as we get ready for the first inning of play here between the Stars and the Lynx. On the mound for Brandon Valley, Brighton Stroh. He'll be tossing him into the glove of Christopher Joseph behind the plate. And then around the bases, you have Max Peters at first base. At second base is Braden Knutson. At shortstop is Ryland Carroll. And third base is Will Van Leeuwer. In the outfield, Jack Blomgren in center, Cooper Ness in right, and Jake Halseth in left. And that's how the Lynx will start defensively here in this one. Once again, Brandon Valley won the South Dakota State High School baseball tournament. So, and most of the players from that team are playing on this team here today. So, like we said, versus Mandan, this will be test number 2 to see where the Stars are at here as they come into this game with a 6-1 overall record. And that one loss was a 1-run, 6-5 loss in a preseason game where the Stars pitched 9 pitchers in 7 innings. So, and they only lost by 1, pitching 9 different pitchers in a 7-inning game. So that goes to show you just what kind of team the Brandon Valley Lynx are up against today. Matt Bryant will start it off. We'll see Kane Mathiasen and Caleb Christensen this inning as well. So Matt Bryant is the batter, and I missed the first pitch. I believe it was a ball. It's 1-0. And now 2 balls and no strikes here to Matt Bryant. So a couple of tosses to the outside of the plate there for Brighton Stroh to start things off. We'll see if it comes to the inside. It's actually 2-1, and now it's 3-1. So I must have missed that first pitch there, which was apparently a strike. So strike, ball, ball, ball in that order so far. And no, I was right the first time because that would have been ball 4. So now it's 3-1. And there's strike 2. So now full count. So the official order was ball, 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 strike, strike. And that is going to be ball 4. So the walk will put Matt Bryant on base and bring up Kane Mathiasen. Bryant will get a lead off on first. And the pitch swung on, fouled back into the netting for strike one. Strike. Stroh will set and deliver, and right down the middle for strike two. Nice pitch there by Stroh. Once again, the base runner is Matt Bryant on first. 2 minutes into the ball game, 8 pitches for Stroh, 4 balls, 4 strikes. See where Stroh puts this one. He might go to the outside since he has a couple pitches to play with. It's a hit and run situation, and they're going to get the ground out at first, but due to the fact that Matt Bryant had a good jump, he's easily going to get to second, so they do get an out, but they also get a runner in scoring position on that ground out, and that brings up Caleb Christensen. Christensen likes left field a lot. In 7 games, he has gone there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Once to center, once to right. And that doesn't include his flyouts and groundouts. He's been to the plate a lot this season in 7 games so far. First pitch will miss outside for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Christensen. Gus Wiermeyer moves into the on-deck circle here. Down the lines, it's 3:15 to left and right field. Dead center to the flagpole is 375 here at, I believe they call it BNC Bank Park or something to that effect.
I wouldn't worry about the songs. I would just worry about the calling out. Like now up to bat. I think we're on 6, but 19's next.
Yeah, that one's a little bit low. So once again, Matt Bryant's on second base with a 3-0 count here to Caleb Christensen. And there's a strike, 3-1. So Stroh will cash in with the free strike coupon on the 3-0 count. And the 3-1 delivery is going to hit the edge. Strike 2. Ball, ball, ball. Strike, strike. And the 5 pitches so far here between Stroh and Christensen. Expect Matt Bryant to potentially go here on this pitch. No, he will stay put. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Number 1 for Brian Stroh. Got him swinging. They'll bring out number 19, Gus Wiermeyer. Gus Wiermeyer is an equal opportunity outfield hitter, according to his spray chart. And this one, a ground ball towards second. Knudsen will pick it up, fire it over to Max Peters at first for the 4-3 ground out. They'll leave one stranded, and we're at 0-0 after the top half of the first. To the middle of one we go, and due up here for Brandon Valley will be the top of the order. Knudsen, Blomgren, and Stroh will be the batters we see when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, bottom of the first, Ethan Dahl will be your starting pitcher here for the Stars, tossing him into the glove of Malachi Wiermeyer. Around the bases, you have Gus Wiermeyer at first, Matt Bryant at second, Caleb Christensen's the shortstop, Ashton Renas at third. Kane Mathiasen in center field, Gus Pankratz in right field, Gunnar Majerus in left field is how the Stars will set up defensively. 6 minutes for the top half of the first, and it'll be Braden Knutson who's the first batter here for Brandon Valley. Keys to the game here for the Stars, pretty simple. If it's not broken, don't try and fix it. Keep those errors at minimal and hit the gaps. And during last night's game between the Stars and Winnipeg, there were some Brandon Valley players up here, and they're right around the 7, 8, 9, 10 hit mark. They were asking me if the Stars were the best team in Fargo, so I kind of answered that honestly. And a strike is called there. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Braden Knutson. And the other thing that I was going to mention but forgot to in the pregame show is the Stars don't want to let last night's win be a little bit build any overconfidence. I think that was a blinking light in the press box here. It almost looked like a lightning flash for a moment. 3-2, and that one's off into the netting, and we'll stay at 3-2. And this one lofted up left field. Majerus is there, and he's got the catch. Barely had to move to get that one into his glove, and that will be out number 1. That'll bring to the plate here for Brandon Valley, Jack Blomgren. And the first pitch is in for a strike. To Blomgren. And this one right back onto that post on the right side that you see on your screen there. Ricocheted off. Well, actually, it didn't ricochet off that, but it would have if the netting wasn't there. So strike 2 as a result. And check swing foul to the first base side and over the dugout. The Stars today are in the third base dugout. The Lynx are in the first base dugout. 0-2 the count. And the pitch. Swung on and a bouncing ball towards third. Renas picks it up, fires it over, got it there in time. 5-3 ground out for out number 2. And that'll bring up Brighton Stroh. So 2 up, 2 down so far here. And it'll be number 22, Brighton Stroh, coming to the plate to try and keep this inning going here for the Lynx. Once again, no score on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard, where you can find something for everyone. Another bouncing ball. Renas grabs it again, and back-to-back 5-3 groundouts will close out the first inning of play. 10 minutes in, no score. No balls, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Brandon Valley. We're back in a moment here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit Visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Mandy's of Fargo, ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo, ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
Welcome back. 0-0 after one complete here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. And it'll be Gus Pankratz, who hit the left center field home run yesterday against Winnipeg, who will start off the top of the second inning. Gus Pankratz will step to the plate now.
Now batting number 35, Gus Pankratz.
Now you're on it. Now you got it. We don't do the strikeout advertisement that our guys strike out, do we? Just if there's two.
I'm on my way through it. Neutral games like the ones that really good.
Thank you.
But it's a good pick for us. It's fun.
Yeah, thank you.
And that pitch will hit it for strike one to Pankratz. Pankratz spray chart would probably impress an MLB scout, just looking at it there. He doesn't have too much success to center field, but left and right, he's all over the place. Everything that goes to center is usually a fly out. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Pankratz.
Well, they didn't leave you much instruction. You're doing the best you can do with what you got.
Once again around the bases for the Lynx, it's Max Peters at first, Braden Knutson at second, Rylan Carroll the shortstop, Will Van Leeuwer at third. And Pankratz will strike out. So that'll bring up Malachi Wurmeyer now as the 6th batter in the lineup.
Malachi Wurmeyer.
Strikeout advertisement. The strikeout by Bistro. Stro strikeout brought to you by Marlin's Family Restaurant. Ham and eggs.
And the pitch is out for a ball, 1-0.
That's a double play. Yeah, the strikeout from the bottom. He said. Let's see what that one was.
And now the count's even at a ball and a strike. And the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ball strike, ball strike. And he'll reach and pop that one on the ground to Knutson. And he'll fire it over to Max Peters for the out. 4-3, 1 down, and brings up Caden Neuharth. So Caden Neuharth will step to the plate now as batter 7.
Caden Neuharth.
And the first pitch to Neuharth will drop in for a strike. Nice curveball there by Stroh. And the 0-1 delivery from Stroh. Swing and a miss, strike 2. he tried to play with the outside edge and just missed. Seeing if Newarth would go out and chase that one, but he did not. So 1-ball and 2 strikes now. Ashton Renas awaits on deck if we can get that far into the lineup. Right down the middle, and we will not get that far in the lineup. That is a strikeout looking, and now it's 1.5 complete, and no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. It's a dandy so far between the Lynx and the Stars. We got the Lynx coming up to bat next here with Peters, Carroll, and Ness. 4, 5, and 6 when we return after this. Stay tuned.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
To the bottom of the second we go. Ethan Dahl will fire pitch 13 to start the inning here. All right, so now we're ready to go here. Max Peters digs into the batter's box. Ethan Dahl sets on the mound, winds and delivers, and right down the middle for a strike. A knee-level strike there to Max Peters to push the count to 0-1. Dahl will set and deliver the second pitch here, and that one will even up the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, a big thanks to our sponsors, including Vic's Lounge, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Frank's Lounge, and FM Convention and Visitors Bureau for sponsoring Stars baseball here in the 2025 summer season. 2-1 now after that pitch from Dahl to Peters. Gus Wermeyer at first, Bryant at second, Christensen the short, Ashton Renas at third as that ball sneaks through for ball number 3. Malachi Wermeyer catching. In the outfield, Gus Pankratz in right, Mathiasen in center, Majerus in left. 3-1 the count now here. Dahl will get a fouled away pitch there to put the count full at 3-2. So payoff pitch coming up here for Dahl. And the swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout swinging, and that'll be Rylan Carroll. Great song, a little too loud there. For those watching at home, that was intended to be the walk-up song here for Rylan Carroll. I think they got the issue resolved now. We'll find out. Two pitches and 2 strikes to Rylan Carroll. 0-2 now. Only 1 base runner in this game so far. And that could be the second. No, it will not. Kane Mathiasen's got it.
Now batting number 21, Cooper Ness.
So Cooper Ness, excuse me, is the batter.
One phone is really, really low, and one phone's really, really loud. I don't know.
And there's a strike. And this one's popped up. Matt Bryant's there. Gus Wermeyer's there. Matt Bryant makes the catch. And that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We remain tied at 0 after 2 complete here on MSPN. We'll be right back.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Bottom of the second inning, or top of the, wait a second. It should be the top of the third. My apologies. Batters 8, 9, and 1. Ashton Renas, Gunnar Majerus, Matt Bryant this inning, and it is Ashton Renas at the plate. He'll face pitch 31 for Brighton Stroh. And here is that 31st pitch, and it's going to miss for a ball, 1-0. Renas, one of 3 players to have a home run this season for the Stars. He hit that one to left field in the game against Grand Forks on the road. Two balls and no strikes. That was a 3-run homer, too. And ground ball fouled off the third base side, and that'll be 2 balls and a strike as a result. Once again, Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, TCI Insurance, Mandy's of FargoND.com, Sweet Shots, Marvin Windows and D&M Industries, along with Buffalo Wild Wings, also supporting Stars Baseball this season here on MSPN Digital Television. We thank each and every one of our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. 3-1 the count now here as Stroh gets ready to deliver the 3-1 to Renas. And Renas will swing, and that one looks like Max Peters will get underneath it, and he will. So pop out to the first baseman for Renas, and that puts one down and brings up Gunnar Majerus.
Now batting number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
First pitch to Majerus is down low for a ball, 1-0. Majerus has just missed joining the home run club by a couple of feet on 2 occasions. He does have some power in that swing. 1-1 the count now here with 1 out, no runners on. Once again, only 1 base runner left on base, and that was in the top of the first here when the Stars left Matt Bryant on base. So 2 balls and a strike now. Wind up in the delivery, and that's outside for ball 3. As I mentioned earlier, 315 down the lines, 375 to straightaway center field, and that will hit him. So he'll reach via hit by a pitch, and that will bring us back to the top of the order, and Matt Bryant. Matt Bryant was walked last time he was at the plate, so he's 0 for 0 on the early morning. So it's the second base runner on for the Stars. The Stars have not gotten a runner beyond first base yet. I take that back. Matt Bryant did get to second. It was on an RBI ground out by Kane Mathiasen. when Matt Bryant got a jump off first. So the Stars haven't gotten a runner past second base yet here in the game. And the pitch is going to be in for a strike. I believe it's 1-1.
Who's in left then?
Kane Mathiasen awaits in the on-deck circle as Matt Bryant sits at a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch 44 for Stroh as he looks over his shoulder at Majerus on first. He'll set, nod his head, and deliver. And that one is sent foul to the left field and out of play. We'll stay at 1-2. Another glance over at the runner on first for Stroh. Now he'll deliver. And Bryant will foul that one off to left field again, and it'll be out of play. We'll see if Stroh can sneak one past Bryant here or not after he's fouled off the last couple. Got a couple strikes prior to that. 1-2 for a while, and he went for the edge and he just missed it. Certainly could have gone either way. In the top of the even innings, that's a strike. In the top of the odd innings, that's a ball, apparently, and it's 2-2. And that one's fouled off, and we'll stick right where we're at 2-2. I'm about $30,000 away from getting the little white box around the strike zone to see if that would have been a ball or a strike. So full count now here to Matt Bryant. Stroh will look over at first. Now he'll set and deliver the payoff pitch. And it's ball 4, and he walks him. So runners on first and second now here for the Stars, and that'll bring up Kane Mathiasen. Mathiasen's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second on a 4-3 last time he was at the plate. That was the ground out that advanced Matt Bryant to second. And we have a visit to the mound here for the 3 best friends of the Brandon Valley Lynx. I don't know if they're actually best friends, but it's in case you're wondering why I say that occasionally. It is, let me look at my text message here. It's a song from The Hangover. The 3 guys driving in the car, and they sing 3 best friends, and in a game against Kindred, who actually is playing in this tournament, by the way, at another field. Our music guy played that song, and I chuckled. And it meant the chuckle meant more to me because I'm friends with the coach of the Kindred team, so it hit me on the humor side a little bit more than it probably would a few others. All right, Majerus on second, Bryant on first. Mathias grounded out. He's 0 for 1 in the pitch. And check swing outside for a ball, 1-0. And that one will come inside, and it's 2-0. Hear a lot of cheering in the background. There's 3 other fields basically surrounding this field. One right behind us, and one off the first base side and one off the third base side. And there's games being played on all 4 of those fields right now. So if you hear them cheering for something that isn't cheer-worthy, just keep that in mind. 2 balls and a strike now here to Kane Mathiasen. But it does generate a good atmosphere. I can say that. At least I like it. So I like the ambient noise in the background. It cheers fans cheering at other games. 3-1. One out, 2 runners on, and the pitch outside. He'll walk him, and for the first time in this game and in this tournament, the Stars have the bases loaded, but that's not a uncommon appearance for the Stars in earlier games this season. So Caleb Christensen will have a chance to potentially put the Stars on the board if he can find himself a base hit. Christensen struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. There is only 1 out on the board. Swing and a miss. He went a little bit early on that swing, and he's down 0-2 as a result. Majerus on third, Bryant on second, Mathiasen on first. The runners on here for Fargo Post 400. And the 0-2. Swung on and hit to left field, and that's trouble if it lands fair, and it does. Just inside. Oh, it was foul. It was foul. So everybody will go back to the bases they started at. We'll stay right at 0-2. Stars got their first run in the top of the second yesterday. And now all 4 fan bases calm down, or maybe I should say 8 since there's 2 fan bases per field. And the pitch, high for a ball, 1-2. And that's foul down the third base line. We'll stay at 1-2 once again. No double plays happen. We'll see Gus Wiermeyer next. And the pitch outside for a ball. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That puts out 2 on the board. That's the second time he's swung out here. And I'll bring up Gus Wiermeyer, who grounded out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate. So we'll see if Stroh can get his team out of the bases loaded jam with 2 outs now. And he will walk in a run via hit by a pitch. So the Stars take a 1-0 lead in a not so common way, and that'll bring up Gus Pankratz.
Now batting number 55, Gus Pankratz.
Bryant on third, Mathiasen on second, Wiermeyer on first, Gus Pankratz the batter. And he fouls the first one out of the batter's box right behind him for strike 1. A big opportunity here for Fargo Post 400. There's a strike. Nice pitch there by Stroh. If you can get one more of those, we'll remain, well, they did get 1 across the plate, so it'd be a 1-0 game. I was going to say remain tied at 0, but I forgot about that run scored via hit by a pitch. And this is a ground ball towards third. They'll step on the bag for the force out. That's all they need. They'll strand 3 on base, and we go now to the bottom of the third. The Fargo Post 400 Stars are to hang on a second. They're going to call it foul, so it is still 2 outs.
Where's that guy at? Oh my gosh. Because it's going to switch innings. I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess with I added, so it went to the next inning. How do I fix it?
Just wait until the third out happens is what I would do.
What's the count? I don't want to add it. I don't want to change the count.
Yeah, no. Well, no. Unless the umpire really gets on your case, I would just leave it as is.
What was the call? They called that foul.
And now they got it. Now there's 3 outs. So they get him on a strikeout after they call that earlier pitch fouled off instead of a force out at third. So they still leave 3 stranded on base, and we go now to the bottom of the third. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, and that pitch is fouled off. The batter's Luke Smart. Ethan Dahl just tossed pitch number 24. This will be pitch 25, according to my numbers unofficially. And this is a ground ball towards second. Matt Bryant will come up on it on a step and fire it into the glove of Weirmeyer for the first down, and it's a 4-3 to record out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. And it'll be Will Van Leeuwer stepping up to the plate now here for Brandon Valley. And that curveball stayed elevated a little bit too high, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Or 1 ball, no strikes, excuse me. And that is going to, I missed it. Oh, it went over to third. So it's a 5-3 ground out.
Now batting, number 1, Christopher Joseph.
Christopher Joseph is stepping up to the plate now here for the Lynx. He'll face pitch 28. We're 40 minutes into the game now here. And it's 1-0 Stars. The run came off a bases loaded, hit by a pitch. And that accounts for the only scoring so far here on the Manny's FargoND.com scoreboard. Otherwise, it's been a pretty even ball game up to this point. Nice pitch by Dahl to deliver the strike down there. And 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Joseph. And then that one is also in for strike 2. And that's lifted up, foul territory, and it'll go out of play. Weirmeyer thought about it for a second, but didn't realize that there was no play available. 2 away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. High for ball 2, we're even at 2. And that is a strikeout. Ethan Dahl slips one down the middle and gets him looking, and that will put an end to the third inning of play. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And it'll be Malachi Wiermeyer, Caden Neuarth, and Ashton Renas. 6, 7, and 8 batters for the Stars. We're going to return after this. Stay tuned.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
All right, top of the fourth, Brighton Stroll looking at pitch 66 to start this inning here, which will taking a look at the chat. Want to say hi to Mario, Jim, Steve, and Mark. Mark has a little trivia question, and I don't even know the answer. And let me read it before I read it out loud. What do tigers dream of when they take a little tiger snooze? You'll have to tell us, because I don't have time to Google that one. And he gets... Okay, for a moment there, I was wondering if they were going to call that, but they are going to allow the hit by a pitch. Wiermeyer squared up for a bunt, and then as a result of the square up, he wasn't able to move out of the way in time of that pitch, and he earns first base as a result. And Steve, yes, Ashton Renas is playing. He's batter 8 in the lineup today. So I'll continue to look in at the chat periodically here, but with the one camera setup, I got to use full screen mode to do a couple other things. So I do have the second camera here, but I brought it just in case we had the room, but we don't. So, and I don't want to be too greedy with the space I take up. So.
The announcer should pay attention to that. No, I'm just kidding.
And he'll square up for a bunt. The pitch will come outside. He pulls the bunt back, and it's ball 2.
Just messing. I have them too. I can't see anything down the third base. I have them too.
Ball 3. So Wiermeyer squared up for a bunt, and then he got hit by a pitch, and now Neuarth has squared up for a bunt 3 times. So on the 4 pitches thrown, all 4 of them were intended to be bunts that go outside, and there's a strike. Or no, yes, it is a strike, yep. I thought he pointed up to the first base umpire to get a second opinion, but the first base umpire isn't at first at the moment. And this bunt up the first base line, and they'll get him at first, and that will do the job to move Wiermeyer into scoring position at second.
Batting number 11, Ashton Renas.
So 1-3 on the bunt ground out, and Wiermeyer moves to second, and here's Ashton Renas 0 for 1 with a fly out, pop out, I should say, to the first baseman last time he was at the plate. So one runner on as the pitch comes outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Gunnar Majerus awaits on deck. Renas and Majerus are the 8-9 batters in the lineup here for the Stars. Runner on second is the courtesy runner for Malachi Wiermeyer, but I didn't check to see who that was. Trying to get the jersey number, but so far my eyes don't reach that far. Colby Hansen is the runner at second base. Swing and a miss for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now here to Ashton Renas. Two one, that one's low for ball 3. And this one hit hard, and nice diving stop there by Carroll, the shortstop, and he gets a long 6-3 out on Ashton Renas. Nice play, not only a nice play, but a hard play to complete. And Carroll gets the job done. Excellent job, and that keeps Colby Hansen on second. And now Gunnar Majerus will step up to the plate.
Now batting number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
Majerus hit by a pitch. He earned himself an RBI as a result of that hit by a pitch. And he's 0 for 0 as a result. And that one's a little bit low for a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Top of the order, Matt Bryant is the guy on deck. With 2 outs, we'll see if we see him or not. Buffalo Wild Wings, Marvin Windows and D&M Industries, along with Sweet Shots, supporting the broadcast today and for all season. Gunnar Majerus facing a 2 ball, no strike count as Stroll winds up for pitch 79. Outside, missed it, into the backstop. Hansen will take off for third. Ball 3. So now Majerus will face pitch number 80 for Stroh. 39 of the 79 have been recorded as strikes. And there's strike 40. And it's 3-1. An even 40-40 split on the ball strikes for 80 tosses so far. And the 3-1 delivery is outside, and that'll walk them to put runners on the corners. Now bring up Matt Bryant, who's 0 for 0. He's been to the plate twice. He's been walked both times.
Number 1, Matthew Bryant.
And before Matt Bryant has a chance to step into the box, we're going to have a visit to the mound. And at 81 pitches, I would presume that we'll have a pitching change here, but we'll tell you more when we return after the break. Stay tuned.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
All right, so after a long conversation, they're going to keep Stroh on the mound for now. And like I said before the break, it's Matt Bryant 0 for 0 with a pair of walks. And this will be pitch 82 for Stroh. And he catches the edge for a strike. Nice pitch there by Stroh. 0-1 the count now. Kane Mathiasen awaits on deck for an opportunity to potentially bat this inning. And the pitch. Swung on, hit out into right field. That's going to score Colby Hansen. And stopping momentarily on third, and the throw comes in and hits Coach Bryant. Bryant looks to be okay. I believe it caught him on the left thigh off a bounce through the third baseman, Will Van Leeuwer.
He's got to be in his box. He wasn't in the box. He wasn't in the box.
Home plate umpire giving some warnings to coach to stay inside the box.
Madison.
So Hansen scores, Majerus the third, Bryant on second, Kane Mathiasen the batter. And this one's going to left, and it'll drift foul. No balls and 2 strikes now here to Mathiasen. That was a ball, I believe. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and he reached for it and paid the price. That'll strand 2 on base in scoring position, but they do get 1 across, and it is now 2-0 in favor of the Stars. Colby Hansen scores on the RBI double by Matt Bryant, but that's as close as they get to adding more. And we'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay tuned.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 4th. Ethan Dahl getting set to pitch number 34 to Braden Knutson. And Knutson will find a shallow center base hit on the first pitch of the inning, and he gets on first base. And that will bring up Jack Blomgren. So a single for Knutson. Looking at the box score, I'm trying to remember, that might be their first base runner of the game. I can't recall if they had a runner on base in an earlier inning or not. Pitch is high for a ball. Once again, it's Jack Blomgren. Grounded out to third last time he was at the plate. And the pitch, that one slipped out of Dahl's hand and did not go where he intended it to go, and it'll be ball 2. And ball 3. So that elevates above the strike zone. Maybe a little too far in as well. So on 3 pitches, Blomgren will continue to crowd the plate, and we'll see, and he'll go to the inside again, and this time he got him on a strike. 3-1. So 4 pitches to the inside now. We'll see if he continues to go to the inside or not. This one's going to be popped up right center field. Gus Pankratz is underneath it, and he will make the catch and lock in out number 1.
Yep. Great. Nice and stroke.
Brian Stroh also grounded out to third on his last trip to the plate. He'll face pitch 40 from Ethan Dahl after the pickoff attempt there in Knutson. And a strike is called, 0-1, excuse me. And the throw up to second, it's going to be close. I think he's safe. Yep, he's safe. He'll successfully steal second. Nice job there by Knutson to beat the throw from Wiermeyer. And now the Lynx have a runner in scoring position for the first time in the game. Comes 58 minutes in. That pitch is just a little bit high, and we are at 2 balls and 1 strike. Dahl will take a look back at second, eye down Knutson, and deliver. Fouled back. A couple of the people in the stands jumped at that one, even though there's netting. I don't blame them. I've done the same thing in the past, so 2-2 the count. Couple glances back at second, and that is hit well to left field. That could be trouble. Back to the wall, on the run, Majerus makes the grab. Fantastic catch by Gunnar Majerus in left field. Stroh got a really good swing on that one, and had a little bit more juice on it, it would be a 2-2 game. Throw back to second. He's back in time. Max Peters is the batter now. He's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. Runner goes. Throw to third is high, and he'll make it because of the high throw. One ball, no strike, I believe, is what the count is. Had Wiermeyer gotten that throw a little bit more on target, it was possible they could have gotten Knutson out at third, but he'll successfully steal that bag. And now Brandon Valley is threatening. And this one going to center field. Mathiasen comes in, and he'll make the catch, and that will strand Knutson on third. So it remains a 2-0 game in favor of Fargo Post 400 here after 4 innings of play. We move to the 5th, and we'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Mandy's of Fargo ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo, ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
When one of us comes up short,
We all come up short.
there's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
All right, welcome back. 4 innings of work will do it for Brian Stroh. I unofficially had him at 87 pitches, 42 balls, 45 strikes. And the new pitcher will be Luke Felderman, number 50 for the Lynx. And the first batter he'll face is Caleb Christensen.
Jack Blumgren. I'm just telling you by looks.
First pitch to Christensen, who struck out swinging on 2 occasions. And it'll be ball 1 for Luke Felderman against Christensen. Gus Wehrmeyer and Gus Pankratz. So Luke Felderman's going to face 3 power hitters here on his first inning of work. And we'll see how he does against those hitters. 2 balls and no strikes. The count here to Christensen. Once again, he's 0 for 2. He struck out swinging on both occasions. Ground ball to third that drifts foul. Strike 1.
Brighton's in center. Cooper Ness is in left, and Jack Hart. Yeah, Blumgren's in right. Oh yeah, they never did.
Another foul ball down the third baseline. So we're at 2-2 now.
Which it makes a big difference for pitchers. Like if you don't take the pitcher out and change it. Yeah.
And that's going to hit the gap left center, going after it, diving for it, and making an excellent catch. This is center fielder, and I believe that's Jack Blomgren. I know they made some changes. It was Brighton Stroh, the former pitcher, so Blomgren's over in right then. And Brighton Stroh, who just came off the mound, made an excellent diving catch for out number 1.
That was a beautiful catch by Brighton.
Gus Wehrmeyer is the batter now. Ball 1 to Wehrmeyer, 0 for 1, grounded out to second, and he was hit by a pitch as well. Ball 2.
There you go.
There's a strike, 3-1.
Yeah, overseas.
Full count now. One away, no runners on. Felderman delivers. Payoff pitch outside, and it's a walk. Puts Wehrmeyer on first. And I'll bring up Gus Pankratz.
No, Gus Pankratz.
That is the 5th walk issued by Lynx pitchers in today's game. The first one by Felderman. And that one's going to find the gap in right center. Wiermeyer will put on the brakes at second. And Jack Blomgren will keep that ball from going behind him and get his mitt on it and eventually pick it up and throw it back in. So it's a hit and a single for Gus Pankratz, and that'll bring up Malachi Wiermeyer now.
Now batting number 8, Malachi Wiermeyer.
Wiermeyer 0 for 1, grounded out to the second baseman Knutson, and then he was hit by a pitch on his most recent trip to the plate. As Christopher Joseph walks up and has a few words of wisdom for Felderman. Ground ball out towards short. Carroll scoops it up. Nice toss over to second there to get Pankratz out. So Malachi Wiermeyer will reach on a fielder's choice. Carroll just grabbed it with his glove and flipped it with his glove over to Knutson to get Pankratz out at second. So I'll put runners on the corners now on the fielder's choice by Wiermeyer. And that will bring to the plate Caden Newhart.
Now batting number 14, Kane Newhart.
So 2 away now. Newhart 0 for 2, struck out swinging, reached on a bunt single. Swing and a miss, runner goes, throw up to second. Looks like they got him, and they did. That'll be the third out. They will leave one stranded on base. Newhart will continue his at-bat in the top of the 6th, and we'll be back with more here in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
All right, welcome back. We go to the top of the 6th here. It'll be batters 5, 6, and 7 for Brandon Valley. Stars with a 2-0 lead here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. Also want to say thanks to TCI Insurance, Sweet Shots, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Vic's Lounge for supporting Stars baseball this season here on MSPN Digital Television. And Rylan Carroll, who didn't get his walk-up song to work last time he stepped to the plate, it's working just fine now. So way to go.
Got it.
Kudos. Last time when his walk-up song didn't quite work, he flied out to center field. We'll see if that changes this time with the adjusted momentum of his walk-up song or not.
I got it ready. I'll do this. You do the announce. Here it is.
And there's a base hit. So instead of a fly out to center, he'll get a base hit to center. And so far, so good for Ryan Carroll. Cooper Ness, 0 for 1, pop out to the first baseman last time he was at the plate. I have Ethan Dahl down for 49 pitches unofficially, so if that number is accurate, this will be his 50th pitch of the game.
I know. I know. I know. I agree.
Dahl will look over at first and deliver. They'll show bunt, and the pitch is high, and what's the call? It should be 1 ball, no strike. And a pickoff attempt. Carroll's back in time. 1 hour and 11 minutes, time of the game so far. This one going along at a nice pace. They'll show bunt. That's popped up and foul, and that will result in strike one. So Brandon Valley trying to get Rylan Carroll onto second base here, and we'll see if they continue with the bunt strategy or not. He will just take a swing and he will foul it away, and that will erase any bunt opportunities now with 2 strikes. Unless they have something up their sleeve that I'm not aware of, but it would not be the brightest idea to bunt with 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Dahl glances at Carroll and fires over. Back in time. Luke Smart is the batter on deck here for Brandon Valley. And the 1-2 delivery. And that one went a little bit low for ball 2. So 2-2 now. Nobody out. We could potentially see Will Van Leeuwen in this inning as well. But the Stars keeping Carroll in check over at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swinging and a miss, and he got him. Luke Smart is the next batter. Last time he was at the plate, he grounded out to the second baseman. Another pickoff attempt on Carroll. I don't keep track of pickoffs, but I believe that's the 5th in the last 6 pitches here. Something to that effect. And that one will be missed for ball 1. Luke Smart, once again, is the batter. He grounded out to second base. That puts Will Van Leeuwen on deck. And as I mentioned a moment ago, I said we might see him. And if no double plays happen, we will see him. And the pitch. And here's a ground ball to second. Matt Bryant. Back to first.
Yes, he's safe.
And he's safe. They got the lead runner, Carroll, which is the guy they were trying to pick off for the last half hour, and they finally got him off base. But Luke Smart will take his place. So it'll officially be recorded as a fielder's choice since they weren't able to complete the 6-4-3. They'll just get the 6-4 on the force out at second. And Will Van Leeuwen 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. And the pitch. And that one will drop in low. Curve ball that broke and went a little too low. 1-0 here to Van Leeuwen. Pitch 58 now coming up here for Dahl. Dahl doesn't even look at first base. A check swing, that's the equivalent of a bunt. They'll fire it up to first, not in time, and he's safe. And 2 runners on. So Van Leeuwen with a check swing bunt single. He wasn't intending to bunt it. And sometimes those are the best bunts because the defense isn't expecting a bunt there either, just like the batter wasn't expecting a bunt. And Christopher Joseph will step to the plate. This is the first time in the game that the Lynx have had 2 runners on base. One hour and 17 minutes into the contest. Ball 1 to Christopher Joseph. Joseph represents batter 9 in the lineup, so Braden Knutson is on deck, top of the order. Back to second, that was close, but he gets his right hand on the bag, and Luke Smart is back in time. So a base hit here could potentially trim the lead in half. That was close, but he's back in time. Van Leur. Two balls and no strikes. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes. And it'll be a walk that loads the bases. 4-pitch walk, and now Braden Knutson has a chance with the bases loaded as we return to the top of the order.
Braden Knutson.
Round here for the Stars. All right, return to action here. So bases loaded with 2 outs. And Ethan Dahl on pitch 63 to Braden Knutson, the batter. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Two runs on 2 hits, no runs on 3 hits, respectively, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Ball 1. So Dahl with 2 strikes pushes it to the outside. Trying to catch the edge, but missed. And he'll have another pitch to work with here. Down the middle, and he sends it high to right field. Pankratz is there, as is Kane Mathiasen. He makes the catch. They strand 3 on base. And it remains a 2-0 game going to the bottom of the 6th inning. So the fly out to center brings up batters 7, 8, and 9 for the Stars. When we return after this, stay tuned.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
All right, welcome back. Caden Neuarth is the batter here in the top of the 6th. And a strike there for an 0-1 count to Neuharth, who is 0 for 2. Struck out looking and laid down a bunt single last time he was at the plate. And the 0-1. And that hits him, and he'll earn a base. As the 3rd hits batsman in this game for Lynx pitchers.
That brings up
let's see here. Somebody asking in the chat, how do they get the turf to look like that? It's a turf rake that they use, and they put it on the back of it's not a mower, but like maybe a tractor, ATV, and then they just go around in circles, and that's how they make it look like that. I asked her in the commercial break. That's the only reason I know that. So they, as a couple people in the chat suggested that they think they might mow it. It's not actually mowed. It's just a turf rake attached to the back of an ATV, and they go around in circles. So. Right up the middle, and goes into the glove of Knutson, and they get the double play. So that takes the runners off base. It is a 4-4-3 double play. Second baseman picks it up, steps on the bag, and then fires over to first. Gunnar Majerus hit by a pitch and a walk. He's 0 for 0 as a result. Fouled back off the top of the bat like you're skipping a rock on water. And it's strike one. Good game here so far here between the Lynx and Stars. One of the two runs coming in on a bases loaded hit by a pitch. You take that one off the board, and this will be likely out number 3. No, maybe not. He got it, just barely though. And that'll be out number 3. And that is not the final score, that is just out 3. We go to the bottom of the 6, and it's still 2-0. Will the Lynx get a little bit closer? We're about to find out. Stay tuned.
Mandy's of Fargo, ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo, ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. Two runs on 2 hits for Fargo Post 400. They've left 7 runners on base so far here in the contest as that first pitch comes across for a ball. For Brandon Valley, no runs on 3 hits, and they've left 4 runners on base so far in the contest. We'll see what the ump says as a count here. It's at least 1 ball. One ball and 2 strikes.
Come on, Jack, answer.
2-2, and just got by a diving Ashton Renas at third into left field for a base hit and a single.
Number 22, great stroke.
Now bring up Brighton Stroh for 2 with a ground out to third and a fly out to left. Stroh will watch that pitch come in high for a ball. It's a 1-0. Hour and 27 minutes, time of the game now. Top of the 6, or should be the bottom of the 6, actually. Yep, it is. Two on the count here to Brighton Stroh. Once again, he's 0 for 2. The ground out and a fly out. Ground out was the third. The fly out was the left field. Runner on is Jack Blomgren on first. Two one. High, 3 balls and a strike. The Stars aren't careful here. This one could slip away from them. It's kind of looking a little shaky here on recent batters, but we'll see what happens, and he will walk them, and that's exactly what I was referring to there.
Now batting number 2, Max Peters.
And as I say that, the coach will come out and have a chat. It's Coach Fichtner coming out to the mound. And Ethan Dahl at 76. My guess is Dahl is done. And yep, Coach Fichtner will ask for the ball. Dahl will take a walk back towards the dugout, and we'll have a new pitcher. We'll sort things out. We'll tell you more in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
All right, reset, nobody out. 2 runners on, Blomgren on second, Stroh on first. Your new pitcher for the Stars is Caleb Christensen, and that'll bring in a couple defensive changes as well. Colston Sen comes into the game to play second base, and Matt Bryant moves over to shortstop. So Matt Bryant, the shortstop, Colston Sen, the second baseman, and Caleb Christensen comes from shortstop to the mound to be the new pitcher here for Fargo Pulse 400. And now you are set. 2 runners on, no outs, and the first pitch is a strike from Caleb Christensen, and we'll see if Christensen can get his team out of this inning here before one or both of those runners come in to score. Right now, the go-ahead run is in the batter's box, and that batter is Max Peters. And he will square up to bunt, and the pitch will come outside for a ball, and it's 1-1. They will get the runner at first. The bunt does its job. It moves 2 runners into scoring position and puts one out on the board. Rylan Carroll is the batter now. 1 for 2, fly out to center, a single to center. Just needs the ground out to center to complete the center out cycle if something I just made up just now.
Sounded good.
1 ball, no strike to Rylan Carroll. Jack Blomgren on third, Brian Stroh on second. If Carroll can get a base hit, this game could potentially be tied. And he's going to serve this one up into right field. Gus Pankratz is there. And now the throw back home is probably not going to make it in time. And that'll be a sacrifice fly, and the run scores, and it's 2-1.
Now batting, number 21, Cooper Ness.
So Brighton Stroh also advanced to third on that fly out to center. So there's 2 outs, and it's a 1-run ball game now. 1 run on 4 hits.
Come on, Cooper, do your job. Do your job.
Cooper Ness 0 for 2, pop out to the first baseman. Struck out swinging on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. 1 ball, no strike. Hour 33 into the game, and that one will be a strike. It's not a fouled away pitch because he did not make contact on it, even though it kind of looked like a fouled away pitch. It went off the tip of the glove of Wurmeyer into the backstop. 1-1. And that's going to be a base hit potentially. And it will be. And we have a tie ball game on an RBI single by Cooper Ness to right field.
And that brings up your designated hitter, Luke Smart.
Well, I mentioned a couple innings ago that we had a dandy on our hands, and now we certainly do.
We're doing good.
Pitch is a little bit low for a ball. The batter's Luke Smart, grounded out to second and reached on a fielder's choice on his 2 trips to the plate so far today.
Oh, yeah. No. You're good.
And that one's fouled off. We're even at a ball and a strike. 1-1. If Smart can reach base, we'll see Will Van Leeuwen next. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Woo! That was a good steal. Nice steal. Good steal, Coop.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes as Cooper Ness swipes second base. And now a base hit could give Brandon Valley the lead. 2 away, Christensen steps off. Smart backs out. And everybody will reset. Big moment in the game here for both of these teams, an hour and 35 minutes in. And the pitch swung on and lifted up into left center field. Kane Mathiassen's there with the catch. That will strand 1 on second base, and we have a tie ball game through 6 innings of play. All right, 2-2 after 6. Who's going to break the tie next? We're going to find out in the near future, hopefully. Our scoreboard only goes to 17 innings, so we got some time. We'll be back in a moment.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information, or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, top of the 7th, Matt Bryant walks up. He's 1 for 1, a walk, and a double to right field so far today. And outside ball 1. 6 innings of play, an hour and 37 minutes in. Ball 2. Brandon Valley will be doing everything they can to try and keep the score 2-2 going into the bottom of the 7th so that they have a chance to walk it off and win here on their home field. Outside ball 3. And a 5-pitch walk. And a runner on. Kane Mathiasen 0 for 2. Ground out, walk, and a strikeout swing.
Now batting number 3, Kane Mathiasen.
Ground out was the second, then the walk, and then the strikeout swing. In that order on his plate appearances so far today. So far, no signs of changing hitters, and I wouldn't expect that to happen in the top 5 batters anyway. Pickoff attempt there at first, and he's back in time. And a bunt, and it's a fast bunt, and there's nobody at first, and he's on with a bunt single, and there's 2 runners on. Caleb Christensen, the batter now. And with nobody out, it's potentially possible that Christensen, with the way that his at-bats have been going today, that he's either due for a big hit or they will put him into a bunt situation here. Third baseman is playing in, so is the first baseman, so they are expecting a bunt here. We'll see what the coaches yell out for numbers here on what they want to do in this scenario. And they will indeed bunt it down the third base line, and it rolls foul.
Thank you.
So everybody will reset, and it'll be strike 1. Nothing in 1 now here. Gus Weirmeyer is on deck. I can confirm that he is on deck.
He must be your hard hitter.
And they will fire over to third. He's out at third. So Christensen reaches on a bunt fielder's choice. So the first baseman came in, so it'll be a 3-5 on the throw out at third. Second baseman, excuse me, 4-5.
Good read, Braden. That was an awesome play by Braden.
So runners on first and second with 1 out. Weirmeyer 0 for 1, ground out, hit by a pitch and a walk, and a blast to right field that goes foul and jumps over the fence.
He hits that again, it's going to be somebody's windshield. Me either. When I see everybody parked there, I'm like, yours not going to come on this field.
According to my numbers, this pitch here is number 30 for Felderman. And they'll call it a ball. 1-1. Some frustration from Brandon Valley fans, as that has been called a strike on many occasions here in this game. And that one's blasted foul to left. Matthias on second, Christensen on first. Where am I the batter? Pankratz in on deck. And that Wermeyer is going to right center field, backpedaling his Strome to the fence. And it is all the way to the fence. One run is going to, yes. Kane Mathiasen will put on the brakes at third, so it'll be a single for Wermeyer to load the bases for Gus Pankratz.
Now batting number 35.
All the way to the fence.
They didn't score.
And it's still 2-2.
Edit. Ask one.
Runs.
Yeah.
And 0. And enter. There you go.
Oh. Thank you.
Too bad. No problem.
That's a hard start.
All right, so a visit to the mound here, and that visit is now concluded. We're at 1 hour and 43 minutes. Gus Pankratz is the batter. .315 down the lines and .375 to center field. Pankratz strikeout looking, and a single over the head of the second baseman to right center field. 1 ball, no strike. And that is a bouncing ball that'll find center field. That will score Kane Mathiasen, and it's a 3-2 ball game, and the bases remain loaded on an RBI single by Gus Pankratz. I wouldn't call it an error. It got by. He didn't get to the ball, so I would go with a hit there. So Pankratz with an RBI single, and the bases remain loaded. And it's Malachi Wermeyer, the batter now. One hour 45. So far, the Stars have only played one game all season that didn't exceed the 2-hour mark, and that was yesterday's game against North Winnipeg. Two balls, no strikes to Wermeyer, and Wermeyer grounds to third, and that's bobbled, and the throw home is out. So because they got the out at home, that'll prevent an error from being charged. And Wermeyer will reach on a fielder's choice. And 5-2 on the throw back to home to get Christensen out on the force out. So 2 away now. And Caden Neuarth, Colston Sen, excuse me. And he'll ground to third. Van Leeuwen will step on third to get the force out on Pankratz. Neuarth will reach on a fielder's choice, and that ends the top of the 7th. The Stars get 1, and they have the lead, and now Brandon Valley needs 1 or 2 to walk it off and win. We'll see what happens when we return after the break. It's been a good ball game up to this point. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options
and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
It's now or never time for Brandon Valley. They got batters 8, 9, and 1 on the docket here for the bottom of the 7th. We're at 1 hour and 47 minutes into the ball game. Caleb Christensen will toss pitch 13 to start the bottom of the 7th. The Lynx need 1 to force the 8th or 2 to walk it off and win.
Number 19.
Those are the only 2 options here for Brandon Valley. And you have to think if the Stars would have made that pitching change, say, 2 batters earlier, maybe the Stars wouldn't be in this situation right now. Maybe. And they'll call that a strike. Van Leeuwen is the batter. He grounded out to third, and then he reached on a bunt single. I believe that was the time where he swung the bat, check swing, and then it just kind of went off the bat in the equivalent of a bunt. But
that's what he's been calling all day, so they got to swing at it.
2 strikes. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes. So key number 1 here is they need to get base runners. And they cannot get down in the count like they are right now, and that's ball 2. That could have been very close to strike 3 with the way they've been calling those types of pitches today. And the 2-2 outside, full count, 3-2. So Van Leeuwen battles back from an 0-2 count to a full count. And a payoff pitch coming up here for Christensen. And that one's going to right field, and looks like Pankratz is there, and he is. Out number 1.
Now batting number 1, Christopher Joseph.
I don't know if this is walk-up song or if it's a random song, but if it was his walk-up song, I'd walk out and give him a high five because that's a pretty cool song. It might be the best one in the state of South Dakota that I've heard. The only one that beats that potential walk-up song was McCoy Keller, the Mandan Chiefs, who had Shawn Michaels' wrestling entrance as his walk-up song, and that's the best one I've ever heard. 2-1 here to Christopher Joseph.
I know. Can't lean into it. Nope. Nope. Oh.
You got it, Chris. Let's go.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Joseph 0 for 1, struck out looking and walked. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Out number 2. And the Brandon Valley Lynx are down to their final out. And it's up to Braden Knutson to try and keep this inning going here. That one is through the legs of both Malachi Wermeyer and the home plate umpire into the backstop. Ball 1. Knutson's 1 for 3. He would fly out to deep left. He would single to shallow center, and he'd fly out to deep center. And ball 1. Or ball 2, excuse me.
It's ball 3.
It's apparently ball 3.
There you go. Wait, you called that a strike? Yeah. Whoa.
I've never been an umpire, but I That was definitely outside, we'll put it that way. And that was more inside than the previous pitch, and he walks him. I mean, calling it as I see it here. Two away, and now it's Jack Blomgren, and he represents the winning run. If needed, Brighton Stroh is on deck as the potential next batter, and a strike. Blomgren is 1 for 3, a ground out to third, a fly out to right, and a single to left. In that order, as Knutson slides back safely on the pickoff attempt. Hard hit ball that goes foul to the third base side, and we're at 0-2. Down to their potentially final strike here. We'll see where Christensen puts this pitch. Does he try and jam him up on the inside, or will he try and get him to go chasing to the outside? Predictions inside. And that's exactly what he does, but he goes a little bit high, and Blomgren does not bite, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caleb Christensen will get the ball back and fire over quickly to first. Wermeyer does not even attempt to apply the tag, as there was no reason to make that attempt. 1-2. Swung on, popped up, fouled away, will stay at 1-2. Brighton Stroh is warming up in the batter's circle, hoping to get an opportunity here in the bottom of the 7th. Safe on the pickoff attempt again. If Blomgren and Knutson can somehow foul off and create pickoff attempts for another 6 minutes, we would exceed 2 hours. And that's ball 2. We're at 1 hour 54 right now. Pitch 35 for Christensen coming up here. High for ball 3 in a full count. Strike, fouled away, ball, ball, and ball. In the mix of that, about 4 or 5 pickoff attempts. Full count. And time is called. Everybody will reset, touch up on first, take a practice swing. 2 away and a full count. Christensen sets, delivers the payoff, and that's going to left center field. Running after it is Mathiasen, and he makes the catch in left center field. No, he did not.
He did not get the catch.
Yes, he did. That's going to be the ball game.
That was a good catch.
3-2 your final in favor of Fargo Post 400 over the Brandon Valley Lynx. A fantastic ball game. Nothing to hang their heads about. They did everything they could. That pitching change back in the top of the 5th was, or bottom of the 5th, was the crucial moment of the game that likely saved the victory for the Stars. So kudos to the coaches for making that. And a nice diving catch by Kane Mathiasen in center field to end this game. And that will do it. Game 1 is complete. We have game 2. Let's see, it's 12:26. Game 2 is scheduled for 1 o'clock. That game will be against Aberdeen, and we'll see if the Stars can pick up another victory here against Aberdeen. So far, so good. 2-0 in pool play and a 3-2 victory. Let's double check the numbers here. The Lynx need a couple more hits. And there we go. There, your numbers you see on the screen are accurate, with the exception of the Stars base runners. That's 10 and not 13. Otherwise, those numbers are accurate. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll go on our new watch link for the next game, so just be aware of that. And thank you for tuning in. Once again, your final score here, 3-2 in favor of the Fargo Post 400 Stars on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. And we'll be back in about 20 minutes with Game 2 here on MSPN Digital Televisions.
The proceeding has been a copyrighted presentation of MSPN Digital Television. Follow us online by searching MSPN-DTV on YouTube and X to find broadcast schedules, on-demand broadcasts, and more. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television.